Oh, gnarly, dude. Looks like you just went overboard.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Overboard. I'm your host, Jenny.
And I'm Anthony.
And today we're doing something a little bit different, and our mom's going to be asking us questions. She is sitting right here next to me if you guys are watching the podcast, but she doesn't want to be in the video, so you can't see her, but I promise she is there. But we were just, to be completely transparent, we've been struggling trying to do a podcast today, and so we switched it up and just decided to do a Mom Asks. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so we're just going to have her ask us questions, and hopefully this turns out to be a somewhat decent podcast for you guys. So, what's your first question, Mama?
What are your favorite memories from when you were little? Nothing negative, favorite memories that you think made you who you are.
Made us who we are? That's like super deep. Favorite memories. Mine probably are just going to the lake with the Clarks. You said our favorite memory. You didn't say all the memories from our childhood.
What should be your favorite?
All the ones with you exclusively. Sus. I don't know. My favorite memory, I liked going to lunch with you. Like, you'd let me skip school sometimes and we just go get lunch without Jenny.
Rude. So rude.
And then other than that, I feel like one of my, I don't know. Now that I'm trying to think about it, I'm blanking.
Good Lord.
Okay, next question.
Since we're all locked up from this COVID and the world has lost its ever-living mind, when this is over, where do you see yourself going?
I'm going to Bali. I'm going to Greece. I'm going to Croatia. I'm going to hit Hawaii. I'm going to frick it. We'll go everywhere. I'll go to China. I'll go to Russia.
I mean like, yeah, that's good. But I mean like going in life. Where do you see yourself heading in life, like future-wise? Or is the small steps you may take to get there?
I mean, I don't know. Cause like the path I'm on kind of right now, I'm just still trying to figure it out. So, I mean, like grad school is my big thing right now. But after that, and after the world calms down with the pandemic, I'd like to like have money saved to buy a house, move out of state. Wink, wink. And have a big chain with my last name on it. A big diamond chain.
Good Lord.
Say Skipper right here.
Oh my gosh. No, this is surface level, but traveling when stuff opens up, I feel like we didn't do enough of that. Or like, specifically, I didn't do enough of that.
Right. And I think that's so important as a young person to travel and meet people and learn different things. I was fortunate enough to get to do that, and I might not be the best person in the world, but I've done a lot of cool things and met a lot of good people, and I would say for the most part there's more good people in this world than there are bad.
I agree.
That's
I
wholesome.
agree.
Yeah.
So, Jenny, that's all you want to do is travel? What about work? Where would you?
Why would I want to work? Just kidding.
She's a hit $1 million.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, cause like,
You guys don't dream enough.
no, I do. So I have so many things that run through my head that I'm like, I could possibly do that, or like I want to try that, but like,
Well, let's hear it.
so like I would like to start a collective. I've told Anthony about this. I'm pretty sure I've told you that. But like a creative collective for like people
Like
that has a bunch of different
photographers.
photographers and filmmakers and music makers and stuff where they can come and like it's affordable enough to be able to like rent out the space. Stuff like that. Like I think that'd be really fun. And then obviously like our podcast I really like to do. And then I don't know, I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel. We'll see if that actually happens. I feel like I say that every year that I'm going to start a YouTube channel and then I don't. Fun fact for those of you listening, I actually had one in middle school and I posted on it pretty regularly and then I deleted it because somebody found it. But the thing is, this just shows you how anxious I was like back then.
I didn't even know you had
Somebody found one of my acquaintances found the YouTube channel and they literally came up to me and they were like, I love your videos.
I didn't even know that.
I freaked out that somebody from my school was watching my videos and deleted the entire thing because I was so anxious. And it wasn't even negative. It wasn't negative. She said she loved the videos and I was like, nope, I'm out. So
Can you retrace them?
But yeah. Oh,
What were they
I don't
about?
even remember.
Makeup?
Jenny, why would you get rid of part of your past?
I don't even remember it. I'm sure they're still up somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I had no clue.
That's so funny. Yeah. No.
You didn't tell anybody about it, did you?
No,
my friends knew, like my close friends knew.
Oh.
You
but-
definitely knew because we made videos in the living room.
Doing what?
Like food challenge. This was back when like blindfolded food challenges and shit.
Was I
were.
in college?
I don't remember.
No, this was back in middle school. So you would. This was probably 6th or 7th grade.
Where was I and what was I doing? Because
You were
have
never
no clue
home,
what
so
you're
I don't
talking
even
about.
know.
He was down playing his video games.
Yeah, you weren't. You weren't around. I feel like so. I don't know.
I was out skating with the hoodlums.
Yeah,
We're
so
doing
I don't know.
real
Like I'd
skater
want to do
shit.
that. There's so many things. I want to take some cooking classes. I think that'd be fun. That's not necessarily work, but I think that'd be really fun to do is take cooking classes. Maybe opening. I don't know. There's so many paths that I could take. I want to do all of them though. So like I don't really have one set like
Well, that's
place.
good. That means you have several dreams instead of just being stuck in one place, and that's good.
Well, I just think there's like, how do you know if you like something if you don't try all of them? So it's like, I don't know what I want to do with her the rest of my life because I've only done so many things. Like, how do I know
Try it.
which one you know what I mean? Why did I just say that like that? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Mamma mia.
But yeah, so that's the answer to
You
that
know what,
question.
Mom? One of my favorite memories that shaped me as a child is that time where we said Mamma Mia, Papa Pia, Sister Ate or Diarrhea, and sang it to Jenny, and she started crying hysterically.
I don't
Because-
remember that.
Oh, you
Why
started.
don't you
and-
remember that, Mom?
I never hurt your feelings on purpose.
Oh, she was crying hysterically. Stop saying that.
She cried about everything.
Yeah.
A sensitive child. Leave me alone.
What, when you have children, if you have children, I'll be dead. But what would you, how would you handle chores and discipline with them?
Probably the way you did. I feel like you did it pretty well. Like, especially when we were younger, like having the chart or whatever that had like the magnets on it with our chores. I feel like that was a good way to visualize. And then
I forgot
didn't you
we
like
had
give
that.
us prizes or like
No, we didn't.
If we
didn't
did
get
something-
we didn't get rewards.
Yeah.
Those little chips were rewards and stars and stuff. And sometimes we'd either go out to eat and get that
Yeah.
platter because we weren't rich, you know, things.
oh my gosh, the Applebee's platter.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Memory unleashed.
A lot of people shit on Applebee's, but Applebee's slapped when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that was something as a single mom, you know, we could do together.
Those platters.
and I wasn't rich, and I felt bad. I couldn't give you that, but you guys didn't know any better. It was like, wow, we're getting, Cokes and
Some cheese sticks, some mozzarella sticks, and some
But like
quesadillas.
it was always awesome going to Applebee's. Like it, to the point where like going to Applebee's was the restaurant of choice.
right.
Oh yeah.
Unless
yeah.
we wanted to drive all the way to Flint to go to what like Chili's or Red Robin's.
Ugh.
We used to go to Red Robin all the time, dog.
Ugh.
Whatever.
Those were the little rewards that we did. It was like, okay, we'll go eat. But, it worked for Anthony, needed it because of his ADD. But, I don't know if you guys remember, but when you were little, when we would clean up, I would sing that Barney song, clean up, everybody, everywhere.
Yeah, I remember that.
You guys loved it, man. You would pick up and we'd be singing that song and picking up the toys. So I think, and that was like when you were 2 and 3, years old. And I think if you start young like that, it just becomes an automatic.
Yeah.
So would you start your kids young with responsibility and chores, or would you do everything for them?
No. I wouldn't do everything for them. I don't know. I think you did. I feel like you did like the best out of, no shade to my friends' parents, but like they didn't know how to do shit like at all. Like most of them just learned how to do their laundry like when they went to college.
Okay,
Yeah.
Andy, I know you want to answer this. Answer it truthfully.
I mean, I don't know. I'll probably. I would probably do it. I would probably do it the same way because I didn't feel like we were asked to do more than what we needed to,
Right.
or like I don't know. Like because when I slept on the other side, when I started like sleeping on the other side of the house, I hated it, cleaning my own bathroom. But I'm glad that you did make me clean the bathroom because it was my bathroom to use.
Right. Well, that was my goal. Is
There's
that
hair in my mouth.
that men, just because you're a man, doesn't make you exempt from doing what women, they say women's job is. I want my son to, I wanted my son to take care of his wife and do the things, not expect her to do it, but he's there to do it.
And I
You
know
never did
Wade.
get the ironing thing, but
Yeah, hey, I iron now.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Nobody
But
likes iron though. That's
nobody
not like
likes
a,
iron.
I do. I love to iron.
Oh,
listen, we
you're a little
have
being.
we have the time. We're the generation where we would rather sit and get locked in our phones for that 10, 15 minutes that you would use for ironing clothes.
That's horrible.
Yeah, we're into that. That's our.
Well,
that's our,
I just
that's what
hope
gets us
that, both of you, when you have kids, you teach them those things because,
off. They're definitely not getting an allowance.
well, you guys didn't really discuss how you would raise your kids.
Oh, so what I would do is I would like do the chores with them at an early age,
Which I
up
did.
until the point where like I don't know what's the age where they can start having autonomy on their own for cleaning.
Probably around 8 to 10.
Okay, so around that time, and then I'll
But,
be like,
you can't
need
tell
to
a
clean
kid
your
to
shit.
do something if you don't show them how to do it first. So
I think-
you have
yeah.
to show them.
I think one of the things I would do differently is I would make it, well, maybe not even do differently because I feel like you did do this, but tell them why they need to do it.
Because I said so.
That's what you would say, and that's not what I'm looking for. I was looking for like well, if you do this, your house is going to be cluttered and you're going to be depressed, or if you
I
leave
did
food on the
say
counter,
that.
later in life, but not as a kid. And
I
you
did
just
say that. What did I used to say?
Or if you
People
leave
come
food
over
on
the
the ground,
house and see
bugs
you
will
live
come.
like trash. They're not going to want to come over no more.
That's not. That has.
So you would do that different. Tell them why. Sometimes, you know,
just
you'll
because
find out. Yeah.
I know
Well, you can only
it's
tell them
probably
why
different.
at a certain age. Because
I
they don't
know,
understand when they're young.
But I do understand and
When you
have
were-
understood for a long time.
How
I
old,
think-
though? You can't explain to a 4-year-old
I would
this
say
is why
like
you're cleaning.
I would say later, like once I got to like 6 or 8, or I think like once I don't know, because like I feel
You're
like
right.
I was always a deep thinker, so I was like, you can't just tell me to do something. The very fact of you or someone saying do it because I told you so makes me not want to do it on purpose. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right. But sometimes parents don't have time to sit there and explain. So it's like, because I said so, because you'll find out that kids will get on your last flipping nerve.
oh, I know that. I was definitely a troll for sure, but
But you're
I
right.
think
There's a lot of
personally for
times I
me,
could've-
I was looking for an explanation.
Yeah.
Just in anything, like even in school, right? Like, oh, why shouldn't I do this, or why shouldn't I do that, or
Right.
like what's the significance? I know we shouldn't do it, or we
But
should
you
do
are a
it.
deeper thinker than that.
Yeah,
Because
so
of the ADD and stuff. Your mind works sort of like mine. I think further into things and it messes with my head than
Yeah.
really I need to be. You know what I mean? Jenny can
yeah, you go like
attest to that.
too in deep, too
Yeah.
deep. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. So I think that was I think that's what I would do differently. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I feel like I was raised pretty good for the most part. So
Yeah.
I'll just do the same things.
No,
They
I
gotta know
pretty
how to
much would
clean-
do, the same thing.
And I'm going to teach them how to clean the baseboards too, because
That's so important. I
people
hate
don't do that.
sitting on somebody's toilet and looking at their baseboard.
That
It's
was
the worst, but it's gross.
That was the one chore that whenever you asked me to do it, I was like, no. Like, no. Like, no.
Yeah.
I hated
I
cleaning
hated it when
baseboards.
my mom did that.
Let me
too.
crawl on my hands and knees and wipe the
Yeah.
baseboards. Like, hell no.
And if you didn't do it right, she's like, get back down and clean that spot. And, it's like,
and you never did it right because mom has microscopic vision and can see the
No,
freaking
I never
dust
even went and
mites
checked your
crawling
work,
on the
Anthony.
surface.
I never
What?
went and checked it.
his bathroom, not the baseboards, but his bathroom. I remember we used to get on him about that all the time.
Yeah, but that's sort of a guy thing. They don't
In
care.
my
I
bathroom
cared
was
more-
clean.
No,
I
but
didn't
the
even
whole
have long
point-
hair to get all over the bathroom floor then.
The whole point of that is you don't want guests coming to your house or somebody coming in and seeing that. So keep it clean.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it makes them feel uncomfortable if they're used to a clean environment too.
Absolutely.
No, I would do pretty much the same thing that you did with us. I feel like if I had kids, like when we were younger, we had the chart, and then when we got older, we had a week to get all of our chores done, and if it wasn't done by the week, Friday night, we weren't allowed to leave the house
Right.
until everything was clean, which I feel like is fair, like giving an entire week rather than saying you need to get it all done in a day. Like we have an entire week by Friday night
Yeah, that's
before you
pretty.
go out.
I never really thought about it like that, but that is pretty lax. Because
Yeah.
it's like you really only need one day of deep cleaning a week.
Yeah.
Right.
And so if it was like for us when we were growing up, it was you had to have everything done by Friday night, and if it wasn't done, you couldn't leave until it was done. So if you wanted to go out Friday
Ugh.
night, you better giddy up, buddy, partner, and get it clean. So yeah, I don't know. I'd do the same thing. I feel like that you did with us, probably.
Or what are your feelings on sitting down as a family at least one meal a day?
I think when they're little, like it should be a regular thing to have dinner. Like we always had dinner when we were growing up, and then once you get older, it's like kind of more of a chore to sit down and
Yeah.
eat dinner all together than it is easy. So like once a week maybe, rather than
But we did when you guys were in high school. I cooked dinner every night, just about, if I wasn't working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still cooked, but it was like it wasn't a big deal, like, because I could go, like, I would be out running the streets
Yeah.
with my friends, and then
weren't
maybe
there
it
for
would just,
dinner.
maybe it would just be you and Jenny or something.
Yeah.
But no, I
But
think
do you
personally,
feel that's important? Yeah.
yeah, I think it's important. Just to have I think even just as simple as having because I mean, I don't have a kitchen table really, so I just like eat in my room or like on the couch in the living room, and just having a designated spot to eat
Right.
is nice in itself. But I think like, ooh,
What the heck is that?
got a sneeze coming on.
Oh.
I do think it's important because I would like to. I've been thinking about it a lot recently because like when I buy food, I buy like stuff to cook meals, but it's like the way it's all packaged is just like for multiple people, and I feel like I feel like I would make food for myself more if I had people to cook for. You know,
agree.
and so like I think it'd be important because I would just it would help me save money on food, even though
Right.
you're feeding more mouths. But
Okay, Jenny. What is your attraction to men? What kind of man attracts you?
I don't know. I feel like I don't have like a type when it comes to guys. I'm more of like a personality person. So like I can think somebody is like really hot and then get to know them and then be like
Oh, that's true.
and then like absolutely think they're disgusting
Right.
once I get to know them, or I can think somebody's like, you know, and then get to know them and think they're like a 10. So
Okay, so characteristics then.
I don't know. like slightly extroverted, but like not super extroverted because I'm not super extroverted. So if somebody's constantly wanting to go do stuff, that's not going to work. But like they have to be extroverted enough to where they get me out of my comfort zone sometimes, you know?
Yes.
Because I tend to stick into my comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah, you do need that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like in the middle of introverted and I just had
What?
a stroke. In the middle of extroverted and introverted, I feel like.
Okay. Eyes, color, teeth, hair, nothing like that.
I feel like a majority of the guys I've liked have been brunette, but like I also don't know many blondes, so I can't really say that's like my type is brunettes, you know, because I don't know many blondes.
What's the first thing when you do notice a guy that you notice on a guy?
Like body.
Yeah.
that booty.
That booty. Yeah.
Chest and teeth.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're up close, then probably teeth or like eyes. Eyes or butt. It depends on like where I'm looking at them the first time, you know? Like, are they standing up and like a decent amount, a little bit further away? Because then it's like I'm looking at your butt and your arms probably. But if you're closer up, then I'm looking at your eyes and your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony?
What do I look?
Characteristics of a woman that you characteristics first of a woman that you might find as an ideal mate.
Well, they have to be able to match my level of stupidity, you know, when I'm just like saying really dumb shit. So someone with a good sense of humor,
Yes.
someone who's I'm really like attracted to like go-getters for the most
Yes.
part. That's mostly like why I stay single for a long time, because like meeting somebody who actually has like a lot of drive and ambition to offer is like,
Right.
I don't know, it's rare. And we all are dealing with our own things, but I feel like I just have
I
it.
think you have
That's
never
like one of the main things for it.
got to see your mother sit still. So that might be a trait of, now not comparing a girl to your mother, but think about it. You're raised with somebody who's got to go,
Right.
go all the time and work. Maybe that's something that just is important to you.
No, it's important to me because I don't have the expectation. I don't have that like ultra shitty masculine
Right.
perception of women. I don't believe like if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, that's not the woman for me. Or like if she just wants to not work or like
Doesn't have ambitions.
or just like not even that, like just doesn't want to build assets. Like I'm looking for somebody who's looking to build assets, own properties,
To build a life.
to build a life. Like I just don't want somebody who's just gonna like expect me to bring home the bacon all the time and not add any value to the relationship.
I know,
right? Like
that's
I'm not
so
gonna
horrible.
Like an equal. You want an equal.
Yeah, I want someone who's equal and makes not only that, but just somebody who pushes me to be better and is funny too.
Okay. No, I'm going to tell you what I think you need. You need somebody who's like on your level, but that likes music and concerts, because otherwise it's never going to work. Likes music and concerts, has like ambitions, job, whatever, has to be short. I don't know what your thing is with short girls, but that just seems to be a common denominator.
Yeah, no,
in most of your
that's a preference I have.
Yeah.
Like good eyes or
First
something.
thing you look at when you, like I asked Jenny, what's the first thing when you see a female that draws your attention that you look at?
That booty.
That booty. Let me see that booty. That big old booty. No, usually what catches, so like it's rare, like when I see somebody that I'm like really interested in, someone that like makes me be like, wow, it's I don't know. I guess I can't like narrow it down to one thing. It's the whole,
The aura.
yeah, like the whole person. And it's like a feeling. It's not really like, I guess my biggest thing that I would look straight at is like I look at the whole body and kind of like the posture and the way they carry themselves. The face in the smile, like if they have a really nice
Good
smile. So like if I look at somebody and they make me want to smile, that's kind of what
Yeah.
like that's what I look at. So I don't really care about, the body's like definitely like a big, like a thing for me, but I don't care for like
Right.
big boobs. You got to have a nice booty though. That's for sure.
Oh, and this is, the whole equal. We were just talking to you about somebody that's my equal. People say, oh, it's 50-50 you put into a relationship. It's 50% me, 50% her. No, it's 100% both people.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
Woo.
yeah, that being equal crap is like, we're both putting in 100%. And I think that's what Anthony needs. And Jenny, but Jenny does need somebody to pull her out of her little box.
Because I'm so introverted.
She'll lose her mind.
Yeah, but if they're like too extroverted, it'll make me insane. So, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I don't know.
But definitely somebody that
Like a balance. Yeah. Like
spontaneous.
I kind of like introverts, but I'd rather have
Oh, you
like
would,
an extroverted
no, you don't.
personality.
You don't like introverts, Anthony. Don't even. There's no
I guess
way you can't be on. Like, you're just too extroverted to like. I don't know. You have so much energy that if you were with somebody that was introverted, I feel like you'd be depressed because.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that would mellow me out, but I guess I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's accurate assessment there.
Oh, I have a question. Who do you think you were more lenient with as a child?
As a child.
Or like not child, like high school age.
Jenny.
Why?
Because you never questioned me. Anthony was constantly drilling me like he had the right to.
No, but who, like, okay. So, for instance, when we got to the age where we started wanting to go out, like, at night and stuff and out, was it easier to let me go out or him?
Neither one, really, because I trusted you both.
Yeah.
And that's why you never had a curfew. You guys, I'd tell you, you didn't have a curfew. You'd be home at 11 o'clock most of the time. I'm like, what's wrong with these kids? So I was never worried about you being out by yourself because, first of all, I always told you to, the choices you made were your choices and you make the wrong ones. You're not going to blame somebody else. You're going to take responsibility.
Yeah.
And Anthony, I don't know if I did you, but Anthony, I used to say, you better look on the shoulder and see which side God's on and which side the devil's on and make a decision.
No, you never said that to me. But
Yeah.
I feel like you knew that my anxiety would not let me do that.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't really
Yeah, but no, I didn't worry about you because I think I knew you guys would do the right thing if it came down to any kind of issue.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
So I really had trouble letting either one of you go out.
But she did because she was texting us the whole time. Oh, I love you so much. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, me.
Well, I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you.
She only really, so for those of you listening, we had a rule, or I guess kind of a rule, with our mom, even through high school, that she didn't really care who we were with as long as you know where we were.
Right.
So, like,
Yeah.
if we were going to be out all night, as long as we, like, updated her on where we were, like, we never had a problem. And I was going to say, like, when I first, like, my senior year, when I started to want to go out more, I was really surprised at how chill you were. Because for some reason, I mean, taken that I literally don't remember anything that happened with Anthony in high school, so I didn't know how you were with him when he went out. But I thought you were going to be so, like, strict and, like, uptight about going out. And you were, of all my friends' parents, you were the chillest about, I mean, you really just didn't care. But the thing is, like, because you trusted us, like, my friends' parents that were the strictest were the sneakiest little children ever. Yeah. And that's why I always say to, like, parents, like, the more you try to, like, keep them away from doing it, the more sneaky your child is going to be. And I feel like you were so lenient, so we never had to do, like, any, like, take those measures.
My friends, us growing up, our friends were picked by mom and dad, and I hated that. There was people we couldn't be around whether we liked them or not. So I never wanted to do that to you guys. So I had to leave that trust to you guys. And I don't know if you remember, but I used to tell you guys, I trust you because you haven't given me a reason not to trust you.
Yeah.
And I told you that often because I wanted it instilled in you.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe subconsciously you guys thought about that.
Yeah, probably. But I was just thinking about, like, how I thought you were gonna be so strict about it, and you were just like, yeah, just let me know where you're
I
going.
didn't want to pick your friends because a lot of my friends that I had, they might not have been the best people, but there was good, and I think there's good in everybody. And
well, it wasn't even just about picking, like, our friends. It was just like you let us not run free. Like, you cared about where we were, but, like,
I just want to know where you're going. If you're leaving a party and you're going somewhere else, I want to know where that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we had, like, just enough supervision, not, like, too supervised or too strict. Like, I felt like it was, like, a good middle ground where, we were trusted to do what we want, but also, I mean, I never gave you a reason.
I would just hope if you were around the wrong people that you would get out of it.
I never did any bad shit, at least that I got caught for, you know what I'm saying?
See, and I did. And I did because my parents were so strict that it was like the only freedom we had. And so when you got out, you sort of lost your mind. And I didn't want you guys to have that.
Yeah.
You know. So, I mean, I love my parents, but I think the rebellion part, and we were just so, you can't do this and you can't hang around that person and blah, blah, blah. It just, you know, I don't know if it's a natural reaction to do that. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe your parents just didn't.
I just didn't want to
agree.
do that to you kids. I just wanted you to know that that responsibility and the choices you made were going to be yours.
Yeah.
No. So, okay. On a lighter note, what's your favorite dessert?
That's so flipped up. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
That's like an
Jenny's
easy
bored.
one. Yeah.
Vanilla ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream.
How can you always make me get vanilla?
I only ever make you get vanilla if it's cookies because I like vanilla ice cream on cookies. But if it's otherwise, it's chocolate ice cream.
Anthony.
Doesn't like desserts.
Man. Yeah, I'm not a huge dessert. I like a nice steak for dessert.
Pecan pie.
We're talking about dessert.
I don't have like a favorite dessert. I like pecan pie. I like there's this joint here, is a Mexican joint in Ipsy, and they have this fried cheesecake. Oh my god. It's done in like a phyllo dough, so it's nice and like crispy, and then they drizzle like honey and like a light chocolate sauce over it.
Man, that's
It
a
is.
once a year dessert.
It's heaven. Oh, funnel cake is dank.
Yeah. Funnel cake. That's like
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny, rest in peace.
yeah. I can't eat that anymore. But cinnamon sugar funnel cake.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I
fair.
guess yes, but the chocolate malt, hands down. I think that's my
Yeah.
number one. Like
I love
will,
chocolate malts.
Yeah, like I will buy a chocolate malt if I can get a chocolate malt at a place
Yeah.
just because they have chocolate malts, even if I
Right.
didn't go there for chocolate malts. Like
Yeah,
always.
my daddy turned me on to that. He
Yeah,
loved
chocolate malt's
chocolate malts.
fire.
Yeah.
And you never
Kid-
get them as good as like at an old school diner either. Like you can't even find
No.
them anywhere.
Carrie
Unless you
never
go to,
had
like-
a chocolate malt till he met me.
That's insane. And that was
I know.
They
Or
didn't
a
meet
Con-
until they
or a
were in
Coney
the
Island.
50s. What? Okay, that's weird
I
because
know.
that's like all of Coney Islands are like a Flint staple. Just a Michigan staple. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Like Detroit Coney,
First time he
Flint
ate one
Coney.
was with Grandpa and I. So
That's
okay.
bananas.
So what was my favorite meal, or your favorite meal that I made?
I can answer that
I was gonna
for
say
you.
because
It
I
was
don't know
salsified
what
chicken.
for me, but I was gonna say for Mom, I don't remember you having a favorite meal because every time I ask you what your favorite meal is, you're like,
I don't know.
I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
talking about you
It's whatever
guys.
you want.
No, I'm talking about what was your favorite thing that I would make.
Anthony's the
Salsa-
salsified chicken.
Either the salsified chicken or those wet burritos. Oh my
Oh,
god!
I haven't made those in years.
Yo, those were so good.
Those were good.
Oh,
Jenny didn't like them, did you? No, I don't think
No.
she.
You didn't. She didn't like it wet. You just make her like a little cheese tortilla or something. But,
Yeah, with steak in
Oh,
it. Yeah.
oh my god! Yeah.
What about you,
Smothered
Jenny?
burritos.
Yeah,
blast
those.
from the past.
Wow, I gotta find that. I haven't made those in a long time.
Mine's just the chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. That's the only
You
thing?
still make it for me, yeah. That's the only dish I can really think of. Like dish, you know.
And this is the most Anglo-Saxon,
Shut up.
Anglo-American dish that you could find on. It's literally rice with like
Chicken.
cream of chicken or cream of celery, right? like a soup base, and then you
Yeah.
add chicken to it, and it's like so
Good.
Yeah, I use cream of
so
chicken.
regular,
Delicious.
so regular. It's so regular.
It's so good.
Nothing
you can't-
exotic about it.
It's so good.
It's simple. Your
It's
sister
so good.
Ashley, that was Ashley's favorite thing I made.
And
I mean,
my
it's
favorite thing.
it's good. It's savory. I think that's
Yeah.
what's so good about it.
Yeah.
And then when you used to put the scallops in the spaghetti,
And we couldn't do it because of Jenny.
yeah,
I got
Jenny, we would have been eating so good.
Absolutely not.
We would have been eating so good if it weren't for you.
I'm sorry, I
I'm
ruined it.
kidding. I love you.
You guys used to love my perch when I made Grandpa's perch. What was your favorite movie of all time that we watched together?
Hook.
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away?
That's still my
Hook.
favorite movie.
Hook.
Mine's Hook, too.
Hook. Bangarang, Mom. Bangarang. That's what I'm talking about.
Bangarang.
That's my G. Bangarang, Rufio.
Rufio. Bangarang, Rufio. Yeah.
Okay.
Spirited Away, that's sort of a dark, friggin'
That's always been my favorite movie.
dark. Ooh.
Shout
That's
out
always been
Hayao
my favorite.
Miyazaki.
Yeah, literally.
Friggin' pig running around bothered me.
The pig running around.
It's not even a fun movie.
Yeah, it is. I love that movie.
Okay, Mom. I got a question for you. In life, how do you know? Obviously, because Jenny talked about it earlier, right? Like, there's just so many things to want to do and to try. How do you know where to direct your energy in focus? Or how do you know how do you keep yourself from overextending?
I don't think you can know. I always my answer would have to be, what is that strongest feeling in your gut? Because you can't really know. I mean, you could go one direction and be the worst direction you ever went, but you thought it was going to be great. Then you could go another direction that you didn't think would be great, and it was perfect. So I would have to say whatever your gut is telling you is where you need to go first. And if that don't work out, you just try something else. The one main thing is you just don't stop.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Just don't stop. You heard it here first.
Gut is always been right on, just about. Very seldom was my gut not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have to, thinking with
Just
your
trust
mind
your
and
gut.
overthinking it too much is mind-boggling, and then following your heart, that's a good way to go. But man, you can feel that stuff in your gut. You can feel it. It's sort of mind, or not mind, but body, like an invasion of your body.
Like
Does
a
that make
physical
sense?
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's what I would have to say.
Listen to your body, people.
And your
Body,
gut.
body, yada, 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 yada.
I think
yada,
it goes
yada,
back
yada,
to
yada.
the aura thing. That aura, that person that's around you that has the aura. I think that's the body, the gut, the overall thing. Because if you think with your mind too much and your heart too much, that can sort of mess you up.
Mislead you. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Overthinking is the devil.
Well, thanks, Mom, for helping us out with this podcast when we just really couldn't think about what we were going to say next. We were freaking hurting. We were
Could not
hurting.
think.
Anytime. That's what moms are for.
There we go. Sweet Mama Terry.
Saves the
just
day.
Saves the day once again. Kisses our boo-boos. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys like our mom. She's pretty cool. Check her out.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll be doing.
I guess you can't really check her out on anything because She doesn't really have social media, but she's cool.
And you can catch her on more podcasts in the future and videos. And as always, you can follow us on Instagram at Overboard X Podcast. That's Overboard X Podcast. And we will see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on
Keep on trucking.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We'll get to steadier waters eventually.